Hey everybody, Brandon Mason here with Wingmen and Eastmans, and today in this review we're looking at a completely modular storage system by SecureIt Gun Storage. So we started working with SecureIt Gun Storage here recently, and over the years we've been able to use different gun safes and they all have their place and they're all great, but one of the things we love here at Wingmen and Eastmans is modularity. This is the whole Agile system, and it's stackable, modular. Make it whatever you want, so that's what we're going to do. Now with this storage system, these are just two components of many pieces that SecureIt offers, and this is the Agile 52, and then on top we have what they call the AC 14, which is like an accessory cabinet, pretty much used for ammo storage, but you can use it for many other things as we're going to show you. And it can be placed on the top as I have it, as it's kind of designed to do, and you can also place it on the bottom. They can be stackable. And so the folks from SecureIt really think outside the box. You can put almost as many of them together side by side and vertically as you want to, and they can be securely attached to one another, securely attached to a wall, securely attached to the flooring if you so choose. In here, what this allows me to do is I can basically stack this system however it fits in my little hunting room. And so most of us don't have the luxury of having giant mansions of homes where we can just make it whatever we want to. And so SecureIt kind of helps us customize a storage system that's secure, hence the name SecureIt. They're handy for companies like us where we store a lot of firearms and ammunition at our office. Now I know that's not the norm for most offices, but you can also store so many other things besides guns and ammo in these compartments, and that's what we're going to show you. Both of these are 15¼ inches deep. They're also 20¼ inches wide. Those are exterior dimensions, and interior aren't much different, but they're a little bit smaller. And then this one is called the Agile 52 because it's 52 inches high. And AC 14 is actually 14 inches high. And so it allows you, again, to customize your storage for the type of firearms that you have, and for the type of activities that you generally are involved with, and also to keep them secure. So you'll notice the keypad on the Agile 52, again, that's from here down. This keypad keyless entry system works for the Agile 52, and then there's a separate keyed entry system for the AC 14. Let's just say the digital keypad here quits working, or you forgot to replace the battery when it was giving you the little warning light here, as it does when the battery is getting low. And they have a keyed entry override system, but it's hidden. And so if you remove these two screws and that logo, that Agile logo comes off, this name tag essentially, there is a keyhole right in here that'll override this entire system. So no matter what, I'm not going to say you can't get locked out of it, because you could lose your keys too, but it's very hard to be locked out of the Agile 52. It's a very useful, very intuitive storage system. As you can see, I'm going to use my thumbprint. I scan that in. There's an easy process. We'll show you how to do it. And we put it right on there, and it blinks green. I turn it, and look at there. And you'll notice there's a light system in here. All that light system encompasses is a magnetic light bar that can be changed. It can change color. You can set it to, there's a button on the side where you can change the settings. And this also is USB-C chargeable, and the batteries last for a long time. And so I can hold it in and I can change the intensity of the light. I can push the light twice and it goes to red. I can also change the intensity of that red light if I don't want it quite as bright and want the batteries to last a little bit longer. There, I just turned it off. So here's auto. It's got a motion sensor as soon as that door is open and I'm in there going to get something out of the Agile 52. Or I can put the same thing or add another one to any of their storage lockers, any of their secure gun storage systems. You're going to notice that I have a mix of shotguns in here. I also have a fold AR rifle in here. And there is as many ways as you can think of to organize the storage that you want. That's how many ways that you can do it. You can put rifles in here, you can put handguns in here, you can put shotguns in here, you can not use it for gun storage at all. You can use it for just about anything that you want to. If we turn this with the keyed opening, you can see that I have shotgun ammunition. I have some of my turkey and waterfowl calls up here. I have extra ammunition that I discarded the box that I didn't know what to do with. And so I keep them in these little storage trays, and they're all modular. We get to move these around with that grid pattern on the SecureIt system. And SecureIt has even more than just the actual gear storage lockers like they have like this. You can actually buy panels that have their modular system to kind of retrofit your current gun safe if you don't want to buy a whole new system. But I'm here to tell you, I have a traditional gun safe, and then now I have one of these in my house, and I've only had it for about a week and a half, and I'm already dreaming of other pieces of this that I can put anywhere in my home, and especially in my hunting room, to keep all of my gear secure and organized. And guess what? If you move or if you want to rearrange, number one, they're not terribly heavy to where you can't do that on your own anyway in your home, or you can disassemble it and take it with you wherever you go. Now, for additional modular storage, SecureIt also offers this storage panel that attaches right to the inside of the door. And so now I mentioned the battery compartment, and we're gonna focus on this here in just a second. You'll see a series of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different screws. And on the back, these have grommets. On the front there are going through it. Then on the back there is a self-adhesive Velcro panel that you can also use in addition to these. I personally am probably not going to put that on, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to back out one of these screws. I'm going to put that on there, and then I'll just go one screw at a time and secure this to the door. And then I've got extra compartments. I've got MOLLE webbing. I've got handgun holsters, just more added storage. In addition to that, you'll notice that the firearm bases are resting in the SecureIt bases that you can move around wherever you want to, and the stock bases, and I have them scooted to the front close to the door. And the nice thing about these cradles too is that they're extruded far enough out, and you can adjust the height of them to put them anywhere on the firearm, so that way a scoped rifle easily fits in there too. You don't have to remove the scope or adjust the angle of the gun. It's already doing it for you. Plus, there's room for storage behind it, both on top and on bottom. After using it for a little bit, you're probably gonna need to rearrange it just a little bit. Like, I wish I had my shotguns more to the left. I want my AR to the right, and I want my ammo here, and you start moving it around. A good thing is you're not stuck with one particular set of organization. There is, like I said, almost limitless ways to organize this. Also about the cradles where the rifles are rested against is you'll see notches up on top in here, and they make a barrel bungee system. So let's just say you do have to move your gun, say we can do that with a dolly, not take everything out, and with those barrel bungees that hook on these hooks on the cradles, you can put it right around your barrel. Everything stays secure, doesn't move, and so you can actually move it with your stuff inside of it, which is a pretty neat feature. So you're probably wondering what this thing is. All this is a rifle and gear storage shelf. I was like, what in the world would this be? Well, it wouldn't really work with the shotguns, but when I have shorter barreled rifles, such as this Fold AR that's really short, or even some of the high power rifles that have a shorter barrel if I don't have a suppressor on it, to maximize my storage, what I can do is I can put this maybe halfway up, and then I can put the stock bases on top of that, and then that just elevates everything, so then I can put more gear storage underneath these shelves. Okay, so we're going to take a look at how we can change the combination, set the fingerprint, access the keyed entry system on the Agile 52. And so once we have the door open, you're going to see this little disc here, which can be just popped out with your fingers. And now inside here is a red button. And so with your SecureIt product that you order, there's going to be instructions that'll tell you exactly how to change everything. And so it comes preset with what's called a master code. and it is 6 numbers long. And then there's a user number 2 and a user number 3, or user number 1, user number 2 code. You can also set it for your particular thumbprint. And so what we do to do the thumbprint is we push the 3 button, and then we're going to immediately push this red button and release it. And then it's going to prompt me to take, I can do any of my fingers on either hand, whichever I want to do. I just thought it'd be easiest to do my thumbprint, and you have to take it 3 times. And when it has an approved print, that green light will light and it'll beep. And once you do that 3 times, you're good to go. I'm going to push it. And now it should be ready to go. So we're going to try it out. Lock down. There we go. Easy as that. And it's a similar process that I'm going to show you for resetting the numbers. And it can be anything from a 3 to a 12-digit code. We're just going to pick a 4-digit code just for simplicity's sake. And the first thing we do is we push the red button in the back, and we go 3, 2, 6, 5. And then I push the red button in the back again, and it should be set. And so now we're going to test it. Actually, you should test it before you shut the door, even though we do have the override with the key. 3, 2, 6, 5. Once it beeps green, you're good to go. So there, I just reset the master code. If I want to reset 2 additional codes, I simply push the number 1 or number 2 first, press the red button in the back, set the code, press it again, and I'll have 2 more codes set. So I could have it set for other family members if I wanted to. The default codes that come on here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the master code, and then 1, 1, 1, 1 or 2, 2, 2, 2 for the other user codes. Again, it's smart to change those. And you can change them to whatever you want. Anything, again, from a 3 to a 12-digit code. So that's it. Man, it's a cool storage system from SecureIt gun storage. Again, this is the Agile 52. This is the AC 14, fully stackable. Make sure that you check out SecureIt's website for just a ton of options, a lot of different accessories, even more than we've even shown here. I think the video would be an hour long if we showed all the options that they actually have. And so if you're kind of thinking of a quick way to get into your storage system that only you know how to get into, you want a little more modularity and being able to move it around, change the configuration of how you're storing your gear, especially your firearms and your ammunition, man, you got to check these guys out. I've heard about them now for a couple years, and I'm sold. Again, I just got this sent to my house last week. I set it up over the weekend, and we're bringing this video to you right now from Wingmen and Eastmans. So don't forget to subscribe to both the Wingmen and the Eastmans YouTube channels. Click that notification bell so that you get more content, more video series, gear reviews, just tons of stuff that we're doing each and every week on all of our channels, and so that you can maybe make your home a little bit more safe and a little more organized.